الحين وصلت المرحلة عند اللوحة. هذا الرجال اللي قاعد يناظرني بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم كأنه جني ولاني داري وش السالفة، بس بنروح نكلمه.
It's you.
Has someone finally found our map chamber?
I recognize you from the Pensieves. You're Professor Rackham.
I am indeed. I must confess that I am surprised to see someone so young standing before me.
I'm the same age that you and Isadora Morganach were when you started at Hogwarts.
You've paid attention. And
ويلكم يا حبيبي NAXD1. أرحب يا القمر.
To see traces of ancient magic. Yes, sir, I do.
As you have likely realized by now, our ability gives us a unique relationship with all forms of magic. We can access expressions of magic that few others can. Opportunities will arise that allow you to sharpen this rare talent. Do not squander them.
I won't, Professor. Thank you.
We have much to discuss. But first, a map found in a certain book led you here. Place the book on the pedestal.
منور يا أحمد يا لب قلبك حبيب قلبي منور.
That is unfortunate.
Nice watching.
We must pause our conversation until you return with the book.
بقول له لماذا تسمى هذه غرفة الخرائط؟ هل أنت عراف؟ نبي نشوف هل هو ساحر؟
Those are of you. Are you a seer?
I am.
Did you know that I would be here?
I cannot
قد
say
لعبت
more
اللعبة
at
هذه يا
present,
أحمد.
except to say that your presence here does not entirely surprise me.
تخيل يا أحمد إني من عام 2023 كنت لاعب اللعبة بس ما كملتها، فقررت سبحان الله إني أكملها في 2025 ما أدري ليه.
I'm a bit confused, sir.
لو
Why is this room called the map chamber?
I assure you that all will be clear once the book has been placed on the pedestal.
لا تفوتك اللعبة تجنن يا أحمد لا تفوتك.
Very well. I'll retrieve the book right away.
Good. We shall speak again once the book is in place.
الحين لازم نجيب الكتاب. شنو هذا؟ هذا المشكلة ما أعرف وشو ذا. الأساسي غرفة المتطلبات. شنو هذا؟ هذا أول مرة أشوفه يعني. موهبة حبيت. اخس بس واحدة بس بعدين ابوي. طب خلنا ناخذ هذا ما نقدر ولا هذا نشوف. طيب هذا طيب هذا الا اقدر حبيت. تعال اجل فنون الظلام يا تبدي بعد بالجمجمة. اوف جوي بعد. خلنا ناخذ ذا بعد. دخلنا تعويذات الأساسية. خلنا نشوف تعويذات. قول لهم مرة ثانية حبيت يا أحمد. حبيت تجي عفوية صراحة. أنا لما أقول حبيت هذا الشيء حبيت صدق. خلنا نشوف هذا وشو. هذا ما أقدر ما عندنا ما نقدر ناخذها. هذا نشوف فيه هذا ولا فيه ولا واحدة. خلنا نشوف. لا ما نقدر. يلا خلصنا منه. الحين يا حبايب قلبي الحلوين الأمامير بنروح ندور الكتاب اللي قال له ذا الشايب اللي باللوحة كأنه جني. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. شفتوه هذا يبي نجيب كتابه. هذا شكله ساحر دجال. مشكلة إني أنا ساحر بعد. أنا أسحر. أنا أقصد هذا سحر يعني اللعبة سحر. خلينا نشوف وين نروح حبايب قلبي. أما سوني 5 لودينج.
I found the pages and the map chamber. Why would I need
أحطت
the book?
هذه غرفة الخادم. إيش؟ ما فهمت شيء. خلينا نشوف هذا إيش. فكرة اللعبة سحرة يعني وكل شيء حولك يتكلم. بسم الله لا تسألني كيف ما أدري. يا عمري يا سي شهد. شكرا يا قلبي شهد. ثانك يو سو ماتش. كم عمر شهود عمر 16 صغنطوطة تبدي.
I'm back at Hogwarts. I wonder when Professor Fig will be back. I did promise him I wouldn't neglect my studies while he was away. Suppose I have enough to distract myself with till he returns with the book.
هو ليش ما اقدر افتح ذا؟ تم انجاز المهم بقايا جاك دو. وينه؟ شنو هذا؟ في مهمة اصبح نبي مهمة الكتاب. مهمة الكتاب مدري وين مهمة الكتاب. اصبروا مو موجود هنا. يمكن هذا مخبأ في القلعة ولا العصا السحرية متقطعة. وش اختار؟ ما ادري. ولا مفاتيح ذي الدلال مدري وشو. تدريب الخلطة بين التعويذات. يلا خلي هذا خلص نفتك منه. شنو هذا؟ هذه مهم. صف الطيران. ايه بطير. تكفى. ابي اطير. اهم شيء الطيران.
You need to learn the pulso, the banishing charm, useful for pushing objects or adversaries away. Complete the required tasks and meet me in my classroom.
Levioso, Expelliarmus, Accio, Incendio, Expelliarmus.
اسم قناة حلو تقدر تسوي عليه شورتات. وش اسمه؟ اي عرفت هذا القناة معروف.
Incendio, Accio, Levioso, Expelliarmus.
طيب في حركة تسويها بس اتوقع انها حركة ثانية.
Accio,
مو باكتيو. مو اكتيو. اصبروا.
Levioso.
في حركة تخليني اتوقع الريشة. ما ادري. لان شوف ريفايليو هذه نسيت. في شيء تحت بعد ما اخذته. اصبروا. اي سوني. ان شاء الله بعدين. عندي بي سي بس معفن. تخيل يا احمد ما يشغل العاب قويه. خربان اصلا. شاري من 2014 عقب ما قدرت اشتري بي سي صراحه. الحين البي سي غالي. شوفوا انا ما ادري شلون تسووا زي كذا. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. لوحه تتحرك. كل لوحه تتحرك. وجع. لو حطوها فكره لعبه رعب. شوف هذا جني. هذا لازم اجيبه. لا تعال تعال. هذه لازم اجيبه. اصبروا.
Levioso, Accio.
ادخل داخلهم واديهم كف. ما اقدر. هذا وشو ذا؟
Levioso,
اتوقع لازم اولع النار. اصبروا.
Incendio.
اخ. لازم اجمع مدري اوراق بس مدري وشو. شوف خلينا نشوف. ما اقدر. جني. هذا ميت من زمان. هذا شو وضعه ذا؟ بسم الله. افتح. الله يا الجو بالليل مرة حلو صراحة. تعبانين بالجيرفكس. تصدقون احسن لعبة لعبتها كجيرفكس وكعالم هذا. من اللعبة نازلة من متى؟ من 2023 او 20 والله انا ما ادري. 23. ودي الحين اطير بالمكس. تصدقون الحين جيرفكس اب. صار نهار. يلا البدء. هنبدأ. جيرفكس. طيب نفس الشيء. ايش قلت انا يا احمد؟ يعني انك تعلمني. اخيرا بطير.
Sorry, Madam Kagawa. Everyone, please welcome a new student to our flying class. Hello. The goal of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely, as broom flight is, first and foremost, a means of transportation.
This, I fear, some of you have forgotten.
Diving, rolling, and loop-the-loops will not be taught or in fact tolerated in this class. We'll leave that to professional Quidditch players, like the Toyohashi Tengu.
Not a fan, I take it?
Now, let's see how well everyone kept up with their practice over the summer holidays.
لأنهم
For
قديمين يا
those who need a
حبيبي.
refresher, step up to your broom, say up firmly and clearly, then kick your leg over and rest your weight on the seat. Up.
ومنهم ميتين بعد الله يرحمهم.
Now, your turn.
Up.
Up.
Up, you stupid ratty school broom.
ليش تقولي وعي يا حبيبي؟ ايش فيك انت تتنمر؟ بعلم ابوي. اعلى.
One leg over, so there's a leg on each side.
أما شكله تطير مرة بايخ.
None of that side saddle nonsense. A gust of wind will throw you right off.
ما عليك بعزز لك، ايش تحزز لي؟ بسم الله عليك لا تفطس.
And if you hear my whistle while you're in flight, ground yourself.
يلا انقلعي انت، خلنا ذا اخذ العصا وانحاش، قصدي وطير. الله. طيب شلون ارتفع؟ مو لازم تعلميني شلون. الله. الحين صدق هاري بوتر صح. بس ليش بطيء كذا؟ وين تنام يا احمد بدري ولا عندك دوام بكره؟
Now that you're acclimatized to your broom, let's see how well you manage with a more advanced exercise, shall we?
والله يا كوب وش نسوي عاد؟ الدنيا حظوظ وش نسوي؟ بعدين ترى انا ما اشتغلت على نفسي تبي الصراحة. كلكم عندكم دوام او الا انا؟ اوكي مو مشكلة. احمد روح نام، اذا عندك دوام روح نام. يوم العواف يا حبيبي. اللايف تلقاه مسجل اي وقت تعال شوفه. طيب كوبا ما تقدر تغيب، ما تقدر تغيب ولا صعبة؟ ولا رصيد الغياب عندك متدحدر؟ طيب بطير انا بسرع شلون؟ بطيء مرة وع. الله يعافيك يا حبيبي. انا اسمي بونزون. بسم الله وش ذا؟ في تعبان هنا. اللي لعب اللعبة ما في طريق سرعة. وانت بعد فيك نوم، روح نام انت يا بعد قلبي. ما له بدري الساعة 10، انتم ممكن تناموا زي الامريكان. ما ادري. اخي الجرفك سخنة، ودي اعيش بذا المكان. بلا مدن بلا خرابيط. اعيش مكان احط لي كوخ وانام فيه. والعب بلاي ستيشن هناك اكيد في كهرباء. يلا ليوفك. وش تدرس جامعة ولا مدرسة؟ ايه السعودية. وش اقولوا؟ يلا اختاروا انتوا، اختاروا. بالطبع لن نقع في المتاعب. وش رايكم؟ هو يقول: هل انا محق في تخميني ان واحدا مثلك من طلاب سليذرين قد يكون مهتم بالفرار من الصف؟ يعني بنا نحاش. وش رايكم؟ بالطبع ولا لا نقع في المتاعب؟ وش رايكم؟ صراحة انا محترم ومؤدب ما قد انحشت. احلى واحد من مصر، احب مصر انا. اختاروا بسرعة. اهج من المدرسة ولا اسوي نفسي مؤدب؟ بسرعة. والله شكلي بختار بنفسي. انا اقول احب المشاكل. يلا بالطبع.
Can't say no to that. What did you have in mind?
A bit of a detour,
بونزون.
so to speak. Follow me.
يا بعد قلبي.
Follow closely now. Right now we're flying over the transfiguration.
يلا بهج انا. ان ما عاقبتني ذيك الفلبينية ما اكون بونزون. مدري المدرسة المعفنة ذيك. صبر. اوه طب هو ليش سريع وانا بطيء؟ مصر ما تحبنا، من قال لك؟
So quickly.
Here's something handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation.
السرعة هذا اللي بيه أنا، هذا اللي بالسرعة. واو It's amazing. حبيت. تخيلوا بس يا شباب يكون حقيقة ونكون نركب ممكن نسوي نروح المدرسة أو نروح المكان الشغل. يا بعد قلبي يا شاهد والله. الله يسعدك والله يا كيوت. تخيلوا بس. أحس amazing والله.
That's Kagawa's whistle. This concludes our tour.
بس لازم ما حد يدري عنا إن معنا عصا، فهمتوا؟ يعني إحنا بس. شوفوا الأجواء، بس ودي أسحب عليه وأروح الأجواء. واو. هاو. شلون أنزل؟ هذا مشكلة، هبوط. هبوط كذا. اهبط اهبط اهبط. ما عرفت اهبط يا شباب، شلون؟
And where have you two been?
ايش تبين انت وجهس؟ جت المعصبة.
We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in. Hefty points will be taken.
تطلعين قبل الشغل بعدين ايش؟ ما طلع تعليق كامل.
Mr. Clopton, I am disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still
سدرة اسم حلو.
or frankly your broom the proper respect. But Professor, enough. Class is finished for the day.
والله معصبة تبي تعاقبني. تبدي.
You do well to use better judgment in the future. Chin up. That was some rather good fly.
شكرا، كيوت. والله بالبينو هذه كويسة. ألف أدور في السماء، يا سلام. حتى أنا والله أبيها. أتمنى لو أننا كنا وقعنا في المتاعب، صادق.
Rotten luck that. I didn't think she'd see us. But it's no matter. You seem at home on a broom. Bet if you had a fancy model, you could fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could show her a thing or two if I had my own broom. Hate having to return the school broom after class.
Perhaps I have to purchase a broom then?
If you can,
بوني
you
بوني.
should.
والله هذا الولد بنظارة بوشر. طبعا أنا راعي النظارة اللي شعري بنكي، هذا أنا. لكن هذا بوشر.
I'll keep an eye out for you in the sky. If I could afford the new bright.
طيب أباخذ عصا وأطير شلون؟
I do like Madam Kagawa. She's been tutoring me after class.
طيب أبى أطير شلون بطير؟
Very strict when it comes to
الطيران وينه؟ طيب أبى أطير شلون؟
I've not forgotten about our library venture. How did you fare?
في ظل غرفة، أصبر دقيقة. في ظل غرفة السفلية السيطرة إيش؟ من المحتمل أن أجلس بايستين في مكان معتاد بقرب من الصمت الدراسي على الدفاع ضد فنون الظلام. لا ما نبي ذا. ما أدري، أصبر خلنا نشوف هذا. المستوى المطلوب 8. طيب خلنا نشوف دقيقة، أصبروا. خلنا نخلص من ذول الدروس أول. طيب أبي أطير، شلون أطير؟ أحد يعرف شلون أطير؟ وأنا ما أقدر خلاص. شلون أطير؟
I require assistance with a delivery and thought you might be interested. Please visit me at J. Pippin's Potions.
ودي أطير.
Please meet me in the 7th floor corridor as soon as you can. I have an idea for somewhere you can focus on your studies, away from prying eyes and distractions.
ريفايل. او ماي جاد، منورين نطبق، يا هلا سهلة.
What am I missing?
دقيقة هذه فيها عنده مهمة، اصبروا. لاينورون ايفيريلي، خلينا نشوف ايش تبي.
Hello, I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind, but I'm not sure what to do next.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains.
توت شو تضحكين؟ ماني فاهم.
I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
نستكشف اللوحة الحين، اصبروا. أي لوحة تقصد هي هذه؟ طيب لوحة سوداء. يمكن فوق، إلا هذه. طيب. لا فيها بنفسجي هذا. هاو ما جاء. شو هذا؟ هاو يمكن في مادة ثانية، اصبروا. هذا إصلاح، يمكن خلينا نشوف إصلاح. نحطه مع النار. لا الريش هذا مهم. هو ما تصلح، ما في فايدة. في شيء بس أنا ماني فاهمه. خلنا نشوف دقيقة.
Bound to solve the riddle of the empty painting soon. You shouldn't be doing that near me.
Hello, Lenora. Could you remind me what's so special about that empty painting?
It's not necessarily special, as far as I can tell. It's some sort of puzzle that I'm trying to work out. Have a look if you're of a mind. Perhaps you can spot a clue that I've missed.
تقول ناظر اللوحة، بس أنا ماني فاهم شيء. لو نظرت اللوحة بتصير يعني. حاولت أنظرها ما صار شيء. غبية هذا ولا إيش؟ طيب دقيقة. سودة. بعدين ما فهمت. الشباب أحد يعرف اللغز شلون أحله؟ عجزت. دقيقة بس. ما فهمت ولا شيء، بس حبال المهمة الصراحة صعبة. صبر، هذا ايش؟ هذا فهمت. يمكن حق الاختفاء. نشوف. صبر. النار. خلينا نشوف الاختفاء ايش تسوي. اختفيت ولا صار شيء؟ ما فهمت، بس حق المهمة حقتها الغبية دي. خلينا نروح مهمة ثانية. أتوقع إن يبي تعويذة يمكن. شغف بلا حد. خلينا نشوف المتطلبات. يبي ملابس. لا لاموس، ما عندي تعويذة لاموس. فهمت الحين. خلاص وقر يا اختفاء، نبي نختفي. شنو هذا؟
Revelio.
المهمة ما حطيتها أنا أتسبتي. اصبروا خلنا نحط المهمة واجبة الأستاذ. يلا وين تعقب المهمة حبيبي؟ شنو هذا الأسلوب؟ الحصول على إجراءات ماكسيمة ودراسة استعمال في آن معا. شنو يعني ماني فاهم شيء. بدأ يصعب الحلقات هذه. اصبروا هذا وش الحين؟ في ظل الغرفة السفلية. تعقب. يلا نروح له بس. هاو افتح البوابة لعمك عز. هو هذا عنده مهمة أكلمه ولا أساعده ولا لا؟ علموني. يقول ساعدني سمونه بالمشروع حقي. أساعده ولا أسحب عليه؟ إيش رأيكم شكله؟ صراحة قيمه 0 من 10. ما ودي أساعده بس إيش رأيكم أنتم؟ أساعده؟ يلا عشانك.
You wanted to speak with me?
I did. Hello, I'm Duncan Hobhouse. Pleasure to meet you. I've heard all about you, of course, confronting trolls and dragons.
I suppose it must seem that way. I'm not sure it's justified. It's often been a matter of circumstance.
I'm going to presume your reputation is in fact warranted, in which case, you are precisely the person I need. You see, we were learning to repel boggarts in Professor Hecat's class, and, well, mine unfortunately took the shape of a puffskein.
قد يكونوا مخيفين. إليك محذ كنا نتعلم كيف طرد البوغارات. أنا ما أدري وش البوغارات هذه الله يبلعنا. في صف الأستاذة هياكت. وما حدث أن البوغارات الخاص بي أخذ شكله بوفسكن. وش ذي الأسامي الغريبة؟ أقول له ما الذي تخاف منه ولا هل تخاف من ظلك أيضا ولا قد يكونوا مخيفين؟ إيش رأيكم أنتم؟ هل أقول أنت تخاف من ظلك ولا ما الذي تخاف منه ولا قد يكونوا مخيفين؟ بسرعة علموني. صراحة الاسم يخوف. نقول قد يكونوا مخيفين. ايش رايكم؟ ايش رايكم؟ سريع. أنا أقول قد يكونوا مخيفين. يلا.
They seem innocent, but their tongues can be most disturbing.
Exactly. I wish more of our fellow students agreed with you. Regardless of how reasonable I believe my fear of puffskeins to be, I'm beginning to get a reputation as a coward. Some have even taken to calling me Puffskeen Dunkeen.
I'm sorry to hear that. Words can be cruel.
Thank you. Poppy keeps offering to help me in overcoming my fear, but I'm too afraid to take her up on it. Anyway, to make matters worse, I stupidly blurted out that I must be braver than people think, since I have been in the hidden herbology corridor.
The hidden herbology corridor?
Yes. Rumour has it that the herbology professor before Professor Garlic kept dangerous plants there. It's supposedly so overrun now that no one dares enter it anymore. I was hoping you could go there and bring back evidence that I could use to show that, well, I'd gone in. Say a bit of an exceptionally dangerous plant of some kind.
Very well. If I'm in the area, perhaps I shall take a look.
Grand. I'd very much appreciate it. Come and find me if you get the proof. I shall be forever in your debt.
يلا بساعده ومدام في مخلوقات حماس. نروح هنا.
Hidden herbology corridor. Sounds intriguing. Expelliarmus!
في دجاج هنا ولا ايش؟ ايه هذا لازم نولع. كلهم يبوا مساعدتي، حتى بي تبي مساعدتي، بس ماني فضيلة الصراحة. عندي مهمة ما ادري ايش عندها ذي. احسها مريضة نفسيا مسوي مشكلة.
can't wait till I'm old enough.
بسم الله. شلون؟ هذا المكان بس ماني فاهم شو اسوي. تخيلوا يقول إن نحل الجلامبلز حشرات طائرة سحرية تنتج العسل الأسود الذي يسبب الكآبة إذا تم استهلاكه. إنها تتغذى على نبات القراص وتعشش في الأماكن المظلمة المعزولة ومعروفة بغزوها لخلايا النحل، ولديها تأثير مدمر على العسل الموجود بداخلها. شوف شو القصة. دقيقة.
These dry vines are one spark away from becoming kindling. Expelliarmus! Incendio! This must be the entrance to the hidden herbology corridor. Devil's Snare seems to thrive in darkness. Perhaps it doesn't care for light. Incendio! Incendio. Seems the Devil's Snare was protecting a chest of some kind.
ملابسه كثيرة. اصبر ودي اغير ملابسي. شو الحل؟ خلنا ناخذ هذا نغير المظهر. هذا 9 28. لا ما ودي اغطي وجهي. وش ذا؟ والله قوي. يلا.
Revelio. Incendio. I imagine a piece of that enormous venomous tentacular would be enough for Duncan to prove his bravery.
I wish Professor Garlic would know about flesh-eating trees. There seems so little about them. Quite a few hamlets outside of the town.
Have you found anything to, prove my...
Hello, Duncan. I have the proof you wanted.
That's one leaf. Must have been a giant venomous tentacular. It's even more than I expected. I knew you were the one to ask. I appreciate you getting it for me.
Now that I think about it, Puffskein Dunkeen, I think I shall keep this. You need to overcome your cowardice.
You can't be serious. This is awful. I don't know what to do now.
Only teasing. We had an arrangement.
Ah, thank goodness. This is sure to put an end to Puffskein Dunkeen for good when I show everyone in the common room tonight. This'll show Everett how ridiculous that nickname was. Thank you again, and have a good day. I know I will. Thank you for all of your help. No more Puffskein Dunkeen for me.
Over here. Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place. This way.
Revelio.
ودي أغير وجهه، مو عجبني وما في تفاعل. أقصد هو القناع اللي لابسه مو حلو، بغيره. مرة ما عجبني. لا ما نمت بس قاعد ألعب.
Just here.
It's well disguised.
لا هذا السؤال ما راح أجاوبه.
How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister.
Leviosa!
She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confides in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily.
Revelio!
We've never been caught.
I know Ominous. Met him in our common room. I've noticed he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Of course. Ominous spoke to me about his family when we first met. To say that he has no love lost for them is an understatement.
Glad you understand. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
It sounds like a dangerous spell.
You sound like Ominous. He frowns upon using forbidden spells. Although he did enjoy learning this one. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic. But you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here. It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out?
Expelliarmus!
Stick to the targets, though. Best to keep the Undercroft intact.
Confringo!
Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses, but I think you'll find that a Confringo cast travels a bit farther than that of a spell like Incendio.
Confringo!
Nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
That's it!
I think I've got it.
Well done.
I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. To this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
This is exactly the type of magic I've been hoping to learn.
There's more where that came from. Been practicing similar spells here for ages. Although, I didn't tell Anne and Ominous about every one. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
Just let me know when and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. I assume it's to do with what you told me. About the Portkey, and Gringotts, and Ranrock.
Nothing gets past you. And yes, it is. As I'm sure you suspect, there is a bit more to all of this.
I'm listening.
You must promise to keep this between us.
I trusted you with knowledge of this secret Undercroft. You can trust me.
All right. I can see traces of ancient magic.
Ancient magic? I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. What does that even mean?
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. All I know is that I can see whispers of an old magic that hardly anyone else can. Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours, does it allow you to wield this magic too?
I don't know.
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been studying archaic forms of magic for ages. Perhaps we can help each other. In the meantime, with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, I suspect a bit more time practicing the blasting curses in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us. When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello, Ominous. I was just heading to our common room.
I've recognized that voice. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and then suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
You needn't threaten me. I'm not going to say anything about your Undercroft. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help. Sebastian carried yet an earful about this.
Incendio.
إيه هاري بوتر.
Not on your nose. Thought you'd want to know.
هذا يمين.
Revelio.
دقيقة لازم اختار مهمة. وشو ذا؟ يما. عليكم السلام. هذا شو ناخذها اذا تعرفون؟ هذا الصندوق ينظرني يعني ما اقدر اتوقع الاختفاء. اصبر خلنا نختفي. صبر. فلوس.
Revelio. Protego.
لازم نروح نشوف المهمات. أما في ثياب جديدة اصبروا. يا 5 20 بني. يلا عادي مو مشكلة. خلينا نشوف المهمات. غرفة المتطلبات. هذا الحين وش هو؟ مهمة ايش؟ الجانبي. العلاقات. ما في علاقات. مكتمل. خلينا نشوف الجانبي. لازم نحله. نفتك منه. وش المجموعات؟ هذول ذبحتهم من زمان. وشو ذا؟ المهام. الواجبات. خلينا نخلص أول أحسن. الواجبات ما في. الخريطة. المهام. خلينا نشوف الخريطة.
Levioso. Incendio. Confringo. Levioso. Accio. Professor Weasley?
Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor. What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor.
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you've found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away. Splendid. Now, cast Evanesco on those chairs. Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on. Where in Merlin's name is that elf? Is that... Goodness. My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to. I can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor.
Dear me. Can't you keep it down? Some of us are trying to rest.
Levioso.
هرب.
Accio. Accio. Levioso! Levioso! Confringo! Accio! Levioso!
تحسه مضروب. لا انا اللي مضروب، ما اعرف ايش اسوي.
Levioso! Confringo! Accio!
يا شباب احد يعلمني، ماني فاهم وش اسوي.
Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
An intruder! Stop them! No, not... that's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin!
أنا ما يمشي معي الشرح، أنا أعرف الشرح كله، لازم أنا أفوز. ما عليك، هو حالات اللعبة أنت تعرفين، مو بتشوفين فيديو. كنت أول أسوي كذا، بس الحين لا، ما يصلح شرح، لازم أنت تشرحين نفسك. الله، وش ذا؟
How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here? What was that? Was that a golden stitch?
Perhaps you should summon your wits and find out.
Levioso!
I hope that house elf can find us in here.
Yikes! Careful! Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from
نفسه بس هذاك ذا غير.
Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
هذاك مفصخ ذاك. واو صراحة عجيب. والله لو حياتنا بهالسهولة بس.
A canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed. You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
This will be more useful when I have something to identify. Nothing to identify. For now, at least. I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you. Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class.
وعليكم السلام.
I don't have anything for this at the moment.
قول 9 دقايق what the fuck. انقلع بروح بس.
Revelio.
This will be more useful when I have something to identify.
Confringo. Levioso. Accio.
طيب انا ايش اسوي الحين؟
Levioso. Accio.
Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds. Deke will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
Can you tell me a bit more about Deke?
He's been at Hogwarts longer than I have, and seems to know its every nook, cranny, and secret. We discovered this room together when I was a student. Deke has had a good deal of experience, both here at Hogwarts and at a previous post. I shall let Deke tell you more when he's ready, but again, you would be wise to listen to any suggestions he may have.
Can I use this type of transfiguration magic outside of the room?
Conjuring and vanishing are strictly forbidden elsewhere in the castle. We've charms in place to enforce that. It would be exhausting to reverse the errors in both judgment and magic. But the Room of Requirement has its own rules.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn
كل
another
مكان
transfiguration
افتح
spell for use in the room.
تيك توك كل مكان. أمس الصبح والظهر فتحت بالتيك توك والله كنت أسمع، بس كان باللايف مرة ممل بالتيك توك. صرت أحبكم أنتم.
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
Come and see me as soon as you can. I've returned from a rather unproductive trip to the Ministry, hoping your time has been more fruitful than mine.
لا العصاية مو بايظة كويسة.
I would like to teach you Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to levitate objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. I received a flurry of messages from Professor Black's house elf, Scrope.
Scrope sent you messages?
Yes. I thought it was odd too. He asked me to meet him and then told me to take the toast.
Why would you want to take toast?
To a cave under the lake. That's where I found Richard Jackdaw's ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book.
Thank you, Shahada Gobble Binky.
The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves. To think it was beneath us all this time. This looks promising. Map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the Map Chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
لازم أشحن اليد يا ربي. اليد رايحة فيها مو مشحونة.
You and your friend Charles spoke of the port key, and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until, perhaps, now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
I don't think I have. Perhaps your young friend is not as well traveled as you think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
You said that you know that tower. What can you tell me about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. I've passed it dozens of times. It's north of Hogsmeade. My recollection is that it seems abandoned.
يمكن يكون بدري، يمكن المغرب. إذا ما بتثبت في التيك توك يمكن هنا أبث. مع أن التيك توك مرة صاير سيء، فشكلي ببث هنا.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful. And do not tell anyone where you're going.
الحين بطلع من ذا المكان.
It's time you learned Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
يمكن بحدود، والله ما ودي أوعد لأني يمكن أفتح شوي، بس شوف بحدود المغرب أو مو هذا الوقت، هذا الوقت كان متأخر للأسف، لكن بفتح بدري. يمكن ما راح يكون بالتيك توك، يمكن يكون هنا باليوتيوب. لا ما نمت، لكني مركز باللعبة، وغير كذا أنا ما في كومنتات كثيرة باليوتيوب. قول لي يا ربعي والله بعيد المكان. لا شو ذا؟
Revelio.
وانت من أهل الخير. مرة شاهد ما
Oh
قصرت
dear,
ابدا.
I shall get in trouble for this.
وشكلي بساعدها.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble. Librarian. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds a rather complicated way to simply avoid carrying your books.
Possibly. But where's the fun in simplicity? New charms and spells have to come from someone. Why not me? I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened a piece of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Why did Army tell Madame Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is
أنا
my
أخيرا
diary.
شاهدت.
I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Accio! Got it. Only 4 more to go. Revelio. Accio! This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her. Revelio. Accio. That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida. Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Unless you want your classmates to know how you really feel about them, you might reward me for my time.
Oh, you're not at all who I thought you to be.
And you're not who I thought you to be. Based upon your diary, you seem terribly judgmental.
Fine. I shall pay you. But you cannot begin to imagine what I shall be writing about you next. Should never have trusted them.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Protego!
Accio! Confringo! Protego!
Accio!
Confringo! Incendio! Confringo! Accio! Cut! Confringo! Accio! That woman! Incendio! Confringo! Rookwood, don't go down! Incendio! Accio! Incendio! Confringo!
Feel the burning.
Protego!
Is that all they're teaching
Incendio!
these days?
Confringo!
You'll need to be quicker than that. Thought you had me there.
Confringo! Incendio! Accio! Protego! Confringo!
Levioso. Expelliarmus.
Accio! Confringo!
Accio. Levioso.
Protego! Confringo! Accio!
Levioso.
Confringo!
Accio. Expelliarmus.
Confringo!
Levioso.
Accio! Confringo!
Accio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Expelliarmus.
Confringo!
Accio. Accio.
Confringo!
Levioso. Accio.
Confringo!
Levioso. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Lumos.
Confringo!
Lumos.
Accio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Lumos. Accio. Lumos. Expelliarmus. Lumos. Confringo. Accio. Expelliarmus. Lumos. Accio. Lumos. Lumos. Accio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Accio. Lumos. Accio. Lumos. Accio. Lumos. Accio. Lumos. Protego. Confringo. Confringo. Lumos. Expelliarmus. Lumos. Accio. Lumos. Confringo. Lumos. Expelliarmus. Accio. Lumos. Levioso. Accio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Levio. Accio. Levioso. Levioso. Accio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Protego. Confringo. Confringo. Accio. Levioso. Revelio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
One less foul, hulking brute.
Levioso.
Intriguing place, Zanbakar's tower. Lovely view, I'd imagine. No idea who this Bakar is, mind you.
Over here.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival. Quickly now.
Revelio.
Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis.
Levioso.
Or
Accio. Levioso. 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 Accio.
Was that impressive?
Levioso.
Rather unwise.
Levioso. Accio. Levioso.
What an unfortunate.
Accio. Levioso.
That was pitiful.
Confringo. Protego.
There you are. Let's get this over. Make quick work of this one.
The rumors are to be believed. You've taken to increasing the beast population.
Wizard kind will submit to us once the war is over.
Really not very...
Accio.
Hello? Not required.
Levioso. Levioso. Confringo. Accio. Expulso.
Careful now.
Confringo. Revelio. Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Confringo. Levioso. Revelio.
Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
Revelio.
I will draw blood.
Levioso. Accio. Confringo.
I'll bury you in... Return me to the ground at once.
Confringo.
Are you quite finished? Is that the best you can do? This is sad. Really, it is.
Not quite. I will draw blood. I'll snap that wand, and you won't stop me.
Confringo.
Cover up wide, coming back this way. I won't rest. Dead.
Accio. Confringo.
No, that's embarrassing.
Accio. Levioso. Confringo.
I should have been shot.
Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Confringo. Ranrock has fooled you all. To your demise. Revelio.
Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked.
Confringo.
An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
Someone was an avid reader. Can't say I'm familiar with many of these titles. I wonder who this is.
With robes like that, it could be anyone.
Levioso! Confringo! Revelio! Confringo! Revelio! Confringo! Revelio! Confringo! Revelio!
Welcome to Sambakar's Tower.
Hello, Professor. Did you say Sambakar's Tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Commanded to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber. A reservoir of ancient magic, downstairs, near the entry.
Revelio!
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the restricted section.
Revelio!
That must have done something. Best have a look around. Protego!
يلا شوفوا بنام صراحة دخل. اشوفكم على خير.